Sup, you chuckle fucks? It's your boy Dark Raikou here with the what if Issei was the descendant of Kokushibo. Other than that, this is part 6 of this what if. Other than that, let me begin and let me shut the fuck up. And yeah. So let me begin into this what if. Now, if you have seen if you have seen my first channel and the what's it called, what if that me and Dante made for 4 hours, that is not a finale, but that is basically an entire fucking plot twist of events. I became something else, while Dante became, well, something else also. And that whole plot twist it just twists. So it's really pretty much the title, let's say, the twist of fate, which, yeah. But other than that, not the point. I'm running off of that one. It was just a very interesting event that I really just switched up. I was like, man, I'm not trying to go with the same freaking plot as the Black Clover one. I said, fucking, let's switch this bitch up. So yeah. Now, if you have seen it or you haven't seen it, it's 4 hours long. So yeah, the twist would be somewhere, I guess, in the middle, probably of 2 hours. But I can't remember. Other than that, let me just begin to this what if and let me shut the fuck up. So we begin into mostly Issei. Issei was about to fall asleep until he opened his eyes because he heard movement, and this where, well, he thought it was Luna finally able to cuddle him, and this where, well, because she went to go talk with the devil heiresses from mostly the fact that those devil heiresses are from mostly well, Sir Zek's daughters. But yeah, this where, well, he noticed the daughters also from Sir Zek was confused until they all kind of cuddled up with Issei. They were all kind of, well, not really how should I say, not really dressed up that much. They weren't kind of having like pajamas or any of that. They just didn't have pajamas at all. But of course, they all kind of went inside of Issei's blanket and just cuddled with him, which made Issei kind of just surprised. He wasn't expecting the double girls to actually be so used to him that they actually would cuddle with him. This is where, well, Luna was actually cuddling with him, which Issei grabbed her from the waist and pulled her closer. That's where Luna says, "Aw, you're so tired that you still don't even know who I am." So mean of you, Issei-kun. This is where someone else had a voice. It wasn't even Luna that he actually grabbed. It was actually Laura. Laura is kind of blushing a little bit. This is where, well, mostly Issei said, meh. He grabbed Luna this time and pulled her to the waist towards him. He said, He's sleeping in their mostly Opie, while both of them are flustered. The fact that Issei did this. But we go into mostly a time skip the next day. Issei yawns, and of course, well, he noticed what he was doing. Luna, what's it called, Laura, and even Licia, kind of just are into his grasp of hugging them. This is where, well, mostly, what's it called? Issei wakes up and says, "Oh shit, I didn't do anything to them last night, did I? No, I think I just fell asleep. I was tired." Other than that, what time is it? 6 o'clock. Issei kind of noticed the time. Maybe I should go train a bit. Yeah, I'll go train. Issei kind of walks away, kind of gets up, gets onto his gets off his pajamas and kind of wears something like this and goes outside to train. This where, well, he noticed his mother actually outside right now, looking at the beautiful kind of well, mostly somewhat fall, because it is turning fall. This is where it was right now in the middle of October, but yeah. This is where, well, we'll see Issei's mother kind of noticed Issei and says, Issei, what are you doing here? Issei said, hi, Mom. This is where, well, there's none other Mika, but Mika kind of says, so, I didn't know you were getting 2 more girls into your kind of harem. Issei kind of scoffs and says, Mom, can you not call that a harem? It's only 3 girls. It doesn't consider to be a harem. If I can remember right, a harem contains of 8 people, doesn't it? Yeah. But, I mean, I don't mind having more grandchildren. Besides, if you're going to actually kind of, well, mostly, how should I say, impregnate them, you better make it fast. That's right, Issei scoffs and says, I was going to do that with Luna. But, grandfather screwed me over and, yeah. Wait, what? The fuck did you say? Dad? Right now, mostly Mika kind of stands up and says, "What do you mean about that?" This is where Issei kind of explained what exactly happened that last time. When mostly Mika and Goro was not there because Mika went somewhere to see her friends, while mostly Goro went out with co-workers to have a drink. But yeah, this is where, well, mostly both Luna and Issei were alone at that time. And this is where, well, Issei was having kind of fun with her. Of course, where, well, Issei's grandfather and also his friend came in, and yeah, that didn't happen. So, of course, Issei kind of didn't manage to kind of, and yeah, you get the point. This is where, well, mostly Mika has a dark look, a very, very dark look. This is where her eyes went into a crimson red. Her hair also went kind of reddish color, similar to that of when Issei's go demonic form. And this is where Issei kind of said, "Mom, are you okay? Am I okay? I'm okay, son. Just go train. Do whatever. I'm gonna go have a small little talk with my father, okay?" That's where, well, mostly Issei says, "Mom, are you sure?" No, I'm fine. Also, do you have another sword?" "Yeah, it should be in my closet. Also, don't wake up Luna or the others. I still want them to sleep." "Oh, such a good boyfriend you are." "Don't worry. I'll be very quiet." This is where, well, Mika grabs it so fast that mostly not even the other girls can't even wake up. This is where she says, "So adorable for them to all cuddle like that. They're gonna be perfect for him." This is where, well, she was there quietly, but this is where she sneaked out after a while. And we go into a specific place of, well, mostly an old man kind of dealing with paperwork. He signed because he was not expecting a marriage contract between Laura Gremery, also known as Lucifer's woman, and also, well, Lucifer's just the title, so not really. So Laura, Gremery, Lucich, and of course, mostly her twin sister being, well, Lucia Gremery Lucifich, kind of has a marriage contract with mostly Issei, but yeah, a marriage contract. This is where, well, they both kind of fell in love with him, but yeah, at the same time, which made this man kind of sigh. God damn it, Issei. Why do you have to make this more difficult? I mean, it's a better contract, an alliance, well, mostly alliance to help the devils see that mostly fallen angels aren't that bad, because as a one piece. But, damn, I wonder how Mika feels about the fact that I tried to. This is where the door right now busts open. Of course, it's Asa, and Asa says, "Yo, wanna have drinks?" Besides, we're so close in having an alliance between mostly the fallen and the devils. Now we just have to get a peace alliance with mostly the angels. This is where, well, Yami scoffs and says, "Asa, this is no time to drink. What about Kokubill? Won't your grandson be enough to kick his ass?" "Yes, but aren't you worried for the devil ever since I are going back?" "What do you mean? I thought mostly Laura and Gremery and also Lusanya Gremery are taking over the territory." "Oh, fuck, right. What about Sona and the others?" I think Issei said that Sona can come back while Rias can stay back in the underworld. He does not care enough for her for the fact that she tried to reincarnate that one time, which pissed him off still. Really pissed him off. He's still quite hurt in his fucking pride. That's what he's annoyed about. This is where, well, mostly, yeah. This is where, well, right now, Yami just switched up and says, "Of course, T would be angry about that. He's stubborn like that." Well, that's the thing. This is where, well, mostly, he hears another knocking, and this is where Yami says, "Go away, I don't have any more visitors, I'm gonna relax now." This is where, well, mostly the door right now bursts open, and this is where what you see is Mika crackling with red lightning. And this is where, well, Mika says, "Oh no, dear father, I need to talk to you. Why in hell did you stop her from having a child with Issei-kun?" This is where, well, mostly, both Azo and even fucking Yami looks at a very terrifying looking Mika. Mika says, "Dad, why did you stop them? I was gonna have a baby grandchildren. But no, you stopped him. You're going to die about that day." This is where, well, mostly, both Azo and even Yami says, "It was fucking Azo's fault." This is where Azo says, "Don't blame this shit on me. You said to do that so mostly Issei can try to be pressure pointed to kind of help the Gremery. You know the heirs of the underworld." "Hey, don't say that, dumbass." "The hell? I see. So that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to make him cheat on Luna. Poor Luna there. You're her father and you're right now being such a prick. I'm gonna hurt both of you. That's it. I decided. I'm gonna hurt both of you. red lightning crackling on a sword that mostly she already had her own kind of like mostly sword for the Demon Slayer Corps. And this where she has another sword, and this one is just going with darkness in it. This where Mika actually has two elements that she can breathe out. One is called red lightning, which is called furious red lightning, but yeah. Then the other one is called, well, darkness, like the sea. Well, darkness sea, because, well, it's technically kind of water also. But yeah. And this is where, well, both right now Yami and mostly Yazo hold each other and says, "Please, Mika, let's talk about this. Please, let me talk about this, Mika. No." That's where, well, Mika says, "Shut up and die." But yeah, this is where, well, she was right now pissed. Both her eyes were crackling with mostly reddish lightning. This is where, well, both of them scream, "Ah!" But yeah. And this is where, well, we go back into, well, mostly Issei training with mostly his breathing style. He's right now training with darkness. Not his moon style, because his moon style is pretty good. Just his darkness. He knows that he has a second ability. Well, he also has a third one, but he will mention that later. He hasn't really trained with that neither. Not that much, until he like awakened it when he was around 16. And of course, his grandfather is shocked that he awakened this other one, but it's kind of interesting at the same time that he even awakened it. Kokushibo was his kind of twin brother's kind of twin. But he wasn't expecting that bloodline to even affect mostly Issei. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of a foreshadowing. Well, not the point. But the problem with Issei's kind of new awakened ability... sorry. With his new awakened ability, they aren't actually an orangey color, but a bluish color. A bluish silverish color. Which is interesting. Which mostly, it doesn't remind them of the star that they have right now in their solar system, but another star that's called a blue giant. If you know what that is, you know what that is. But I think I mentioned this sometimes in the what ifs. Now, this work, well, mostly Issei's kind of technique is much more powerful than that of Kokushibo's twin, but yeah, but not the point. Other than that, let's just kind of move forward. This is where Issei does keep training in his darkness, but also trains a bit on using these other techniques of mostly the other breathing style. This is where, well, he kind of just get a little bit burnt and says, that kind of hurts a little bit. I can't use it that well. Why am Marflame so much stronger than mostly great-grandfather's mostly a twin? Oh, damn it. This is where, well, mostly someone says, I see. So you're basically out here training. Idiot. This is where, well, mostly Issei looks up to see, well, not Luna or mostly Laura or any of them. He sees a beautiful female with kind of purplish eyes and kind of like purplish highlights. She has a butterfly kind of like bow on top of her head. She has mostly this outfit to show that she's a demon slayer and especially a Hashira. Issei coughs into his hand saying, oh, if it isn't you, what's your name again? This is where she says, my name is Shinobu Kocho. How did you forget about this, Issei-kun? This is where, well, Issei said, whatever. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going back to training. This is where, well, mostly Shiboku kind of actually fell down to the ground softly and appeared right behind Issei, saying, oh, come on. Can I see that handle? You did burn yourself again. And then again, I haven't seen you burn yourself in your own element. Are those a secret for no one else to see them? I know your grandfather knows about their existence, but anyone else in the Demon Slayer Corps does not know about them. Well, unless for me. When you awaken them, yeah, you burn your entire arm and had it to kind of be repaired. So let me see it, Issei. This is where Issei kind of scoffs and says, fine, here. This is where, well, mostly Issei kind of gives out his kind of hand towards mostly Shiboku, and this is where Shiboku starts kind of using her kind of medical knowledge on it, and this is where, well, she started also using her breathing style. Which I know her breathing style doesn't allow her to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Multiple of these pinkish butterflies, well, not pinkish, it's kind of pinkish and greenish, kind of landed on Issei's hand, right now healing his hand. Issei kind of sees this and says, thank you. This is where, well, Shiboku says, yeah, you're welcome. This is where, well, Shiboku is actually the same age as Issei. Well, not entirely, she's actually a little bit older, she's 18, but yeah. While mostly Issei is still 17. This is where Issei kind of just looks away. This is where, well, he has to always have a stoic look against mostly other demon slayers. Mostly other Hashiras especially. But when it comes to close friends, like, he doesn't really have many close friends in the Demon Slayer court. He doesn't really have a stoic look that much. Mostly when it comes to his grandfather, he does have a stoic look like that. That man is so damn weird half the time. He does not understand his grandfather that much at all, or even close to being understanding. But yeah. So there's another person that actually landed on the ground, but not softly, a little bit cracking him. But this where, well, it's just oh, you must be Missouri Kanji. I think that's your name. She nodded and says, "Hello there." This is where she has stars in her eyes and looking at Issei, which is mostly stars in her eyes. She had never seen the Demon Slayer core of the Moon Slayer, but yeah. Now, of course, he is the kind of, well, the first Hashira. He is actually considered to be the strongest out of all the other Hashiras, but yeah. Not because of just his moon ability, but also the fact that he also used darkness breathing. And he might be having a third one, which is rare upon mostly Hashira's users. Because both Matsuri and even what's it called, Shibuya, well, don't really have what's it called, that abilities to kind of have seconds or thirds. But when it comes to mostly Issei's Pacific clan family, he does have it. Or it's just because it's a mutation rare type. Because his grandfather has something called light darkness breathing. Or not light darkness breathing. Mostly it's a darkness breathing. But then again, he also has the light version of darkness, just being light. But yeah, light is just allowing him to move faster than normal. But of course, mostly everyone was thinking that mostly Mika Hyodo, yeah, mostly Mika, who's actually, Mika Hyodo's last name is not Hyodo, but that's just her husband's name. But Mika would have the same kind of ability like her kind of grandfather. But instead they mutated to be different. She has red lightning, that's called Furious Red Lightning. And the other one is called, well, Darkness Sea. Well, Darkness... yeah, C. But this where, well, people were now thinking of the next child for Mika to have to be even stronger, or probably have the same mutation like well, not Kokushibo, like what's it called, Yami or even Mika. But no, the child, when he actually controlled darkness, he was controlling darkness breathing pretty easily. But when he actually activated moon breathing, it would. Everyone was literally fucking shocked to their core, because moon breathing is something that you have not seen in literally a fucking century, but 2 centuries. This is where, well, mostly Issei is the first one to actually been able to awaken it. But when he was 16, he awakened a third one with only his grandfather, and a couple of people high ranking knows about his third ability. He haven't used it that much because it burned him a lot. But of course, when he gets to control it, he is going to be one of the most powerful Hashiras in history, because he has 3 breathings. Now, I know I'm making him kind of broken at this point, especially when his sacred gear is literally the Moon Crescent Dragon Crom Crutch, because, well, fuck you, and I thought that was actually kind of a badass thing to give him, but yeah, that's the thing. This is where, well, mostly Issei says, are you okay? Why do you have stars in your eyes? Shibuya kind of magically holds back Mitsuri and says, the reason why we're here is because to keep an eye. Your grandfather kind of told us to keep an eye on you. And help you resurrect the clans. Of course. Of course you would. Then again, I know you two have a crush on me. This is where, well, mostly Issei kind of just confirmed that out loud, making them both blush. Issei says, it's fine. I don't mind that. Besides, you two are not going to be the only ones I guess in my, how should I say, girlfriend family? Wait, what is it entirely? This is where Mitsuri says, you mean harem? This is where Issei says, I don't like that word that much, but sure, harem would be a good enough word. This is where, well, mostly Shibuya and mostly Mitsuri says, so, what about Luna? Is she still a part of this? This is where, well, he says, of course. She's the main girl of my kind of, I guess, girlfriend. This is where Shibuya and even with the comments look sad, but they don't care. At least if they get 2nd or 3rd place, which they got 4th and 5th place. Which makes them sad because mostly 2 other devil girls were there. Being the devil heiresses of Sursex, but yeah. Or not devil heiresses, but just being the daughters of Sursex, but yeah. But they aren't heiresses to the Gremory clan. That would be still Rias. Well, technically, yeah, but not really. But this where, well, they are kind of the heiresses of the Lusich clan, but yeah, being Grace Beat's kind of last name, because she's from the Lucifage. But yeah. But of course, that's not the point here or there. We go into mostly a time skip the next day. they are all getting ready to get to school. Of course, Issei's longish brown hair, which I should mention, he doesn't have that much longish brown hair. It's actually kind of a darkish black. It was actually kind of dyed to kind of look brown, but entirely it's kind of a darkish black brown color. But yeah, it's not light brown. This is where, well, Issei says, so you all girls ready to go to my school? This is where about Luna. Luna says, I have never went to your school, which is sad, and it pissed me off that those fucking heiresses would not let me go to that school. But if Sona says anything, I'm killing her. This is where, well, mostly Laura and mostly, what's it called? Alicia kind of says, don't worry, if she says anything, we will kill her first. This is where, well, mostly Mituri and right now Shibuya kind of says, we will kill her second if, well, she doesn't die the first time. This is where, well, we'll see they're all agreeing, and this is where, well, we'll see his sweatshops at seeing their, well, mostly psychotic side from all 5 of his girlfriends and just sweatshops. This is where, well, Cromker says, good luck with that, kid. Other than that, I'm gonna go to hit the hay. I've been helping you all this morning about mostly learning how to control those flames. Other than that, it's a pain to control them, but they're quite powerful. Literally, I think they're a little bit more powerful than my flames. Well, that's a first coming from you. Hey, don't look at me, kid. You literally have the control of a blue giant. Well, mostly the blue giant if you manage to control it. Other than that, it's going to keep burning you. Yes, I know. I have to concentrate to actually control it. Yeah, and also, you get the point, right? Yes, Issei said. Thank you again for helping me this morning. Exactly. What does partners do for each other? Now, other than this sad, mopey shit, and not sad, mopey shit, other than this, like, wholesome other bullcrap, I'm going to sleep, kid. Good night. Issei swept up and said, sure, why not? Good night, Cromcrutch. Well, we go into mostly the school time skip, but yeah. This where, well, mostly they are going towards school. Of course, where, well, lots of guys are jealous at Issei from the fact that he has literally 5 beauties with him. One kind of looks like Rias, which mostly she does look like Rias, but not entirely, because her eyes are red instead of being a bluish greenish color. While mostly her sister kind of has white hair and short, but yeah. And then there's what's it called, the other girls. One has pinkish hair with kind of green highlights, and also having kind of, I think, pinkish eyes. I think that's her eye color. Then there's Shibuya, who has kind of like blackish hair with purplish highlights and purplish eyes, but yeah. Then there's what's it called, mostly Luna, who has mostly black, not black, well yeah, kind of this like whitish hair with kind of like bluish kind of like, yeah, bluish eyes. And she's over here kind of smiling and holding on to Issei's arm while Laura's doing the same. But yeah. The other 3 girls are sweatshopping and seeing mostly Laura and Luna can't fight for Issei, but yeah. Laura has this fiery aura around her, while mostly Luna has this very moonish kind of aura around her, mostly silverish aura. This is where, well, they're both glaring at each other, Issei sweatshops. But we go into mostly them getting inside the, well, school. Of course, they were, well, Sona notices, and of course she could have said something, but then again, the only reason why she's back here towards, well, Kuo is thanks to Issei, at the fact that mostly Issei didn't just fucking annihilate her and kick her out of mostly Kuo. But at the same time, he is also the reason that, well, Rias is not here. Because Rias is actually fully kicked out of the school and cannot come back. No way in hell. Like, mostly, she can try to beg for Issei's forgiveness, but that ain't happening anytime soon. So, of course, with that happening, we go into mostly Issei kind of POV looking at Sona with our eyes. Sona goes because, well, if she gets on Issei's bad side by trying to scold the girls that Issei are with, then she's probably going to end up with Rias back in the underworld. And this time he won't care too much, because truly he's quite powerful and probably will take on a Mao or 2. How powerful he is, no one really knows, because he easily could take on the Phoenix and even Laura. Well, mostly Laura and him had a difficult time because they were actually skilled fighters, but this went, well, anyone else that basically just uses magic, is plain magic, like Sarafall, Sword Sex, or anyone else like a Chuka, Issei probably would be able to defeat them with just speed blitzing them, how powerful and fast he is, but yeah. So we go into mostly time skip of like the first, well, mostly first hour of the day. This is where, well, Issei got all his girls and basically the same schedule hours, every single one of them, but yeah. Now, with that happening, this is where, well, mostly Issei is just switch upping at the fact that every guy is like glaring at him. While mostly Murahama Masaru do the same. This is where, well, Issei just scoffs and just ignores him entirely. Now, this is where, well, the girls are talking bad about Issei, which Issei just doesn't care neither. But the girls themselves do care. A lot. Luna just wanted to murder every single girl here. But of course, this is where, well, she was hearing something from two Pacific girls. One named Moriyama and one named Catherine. She knows about them because, well, they are the only ones that specifically targets Issei most of the time when it comes to, well, Issei doing anything. Just anything. This is where, well, she noticed the kind of, well, mostly interest they have in Issei. Now, it's quite brutal half the time, which pisses her off a lot because she doesn't like anyone touching her Issei, even laying a hair on him. This is where, well, she wanted to hurt them really bad, but decides to kind of learn about them more. So, of course, Luna decides to walk up to them and say, "Hello, you two." This is where both of them glares at her, which Luna just doesn't care and says, "So, what is your interest in my boyfriend?" This is where, well, she whispers quietly towards them in their ear. Both of them blush and say, "Nothing." And why the hell do you say boyfriend? Do you not even know who he is? Yeah, he's been my boyfriend since middle school. So, how about, yes, I know him quite wellly. Well, yeah, quite well. So, what do you want from him? This is why, well, both of them wind their eyes, not knowing her actually in middle school because they went to the same middle school as Issei. But this is where, well, they were just shocked to believe that she actually knew about him. They never seen Issei actually date anyone in middle school. That, or mostly Issei did date someone in middle school, just a different school. This is where, well, they scoff and say, "Yeah, right." This is where, well, mostly Luna says, "Okay, then tell me, what's his favorite color?" This is where both of them right now thinks. And this is where, well, they think of such perverted thoughts at the same time the color. This is where, well, they say pink. Nope. It's a silverish blue. But yeah, his favorite color is actually quite exotic half the time. But then again, he is exotic myself. Well, he is quite exotic if you think about it. But who really cares? Okay, let's go to the second question. Does he have a favorite animal? This is where, well, both of them thinks really hard, and this is where they can't even think of any kind of thoughts of Issei even liking any animal. Dog? Well, I mean, you're right, but what type of dog? They're thinking, poodle? No. That's where she's gonna say, nope, it's a husky. He likes mostly wolf type dogs, but yeah. Then again, he does kind of hunt a lot. So, yeah. Also, what type of favorite sport does he like doing? This is where, well, they kind of just switch off and think, think of something exotic. You think of something that you will never kind of think that Issei would do. Swim? Nope. He likes hunting. That's kind of a sport to him. Mostly, that's in his family tradition, and he's quite a good hunter. Now, if you had to pick any guy here to survive with, who would you pick? This is where they think about it. Kiba? They didn't want to say Issei, but this is where, right now Luna says, you really suck at this, don't you? I mean, on a survival instant, when there's like no food, no water, no nothing, and you have to hunt all that for yourself. You really think the prey boy himself can actually do everything? Didn't I already answer you this question? Issei's a great hunter. He hunts a lot with his family. And of course, he has gone on his own and has hunted a lot of animals. Different types. Sometimes even a bear. But sometimes he doesn't want to hurt a specific type of bear. He actually does also likes other kind of bears. He kind of likes the hunting dog bear, mostly the bear killer. And also he likes the moon bears because they have a crescent moon and other things. Issei has a lot of kind of interesting animals that he likes. Other than that, you really suck at this. These two are not interesting at Issei at all. I thought you two were interesting, but it looks like I was wrong. You just want to hurt him right now. Just beat him up for no reason. Pissed me off a lot. Next time you try to hurt him, I'll break those candlesticks and I'll break your arms for that. Don't you dare hurt my boyfriend, Luna said with such a dark, menacing tone. This were, well, making both Moriyama and Catherine nodded. They really have no clue about how Issei's true life kind of works. Entirely, they didn't even know Issei was a kind of, well, how should I say, hunter. Then again, they did see him kind of hunt that stray devil that one time and instantly kill him without a care in the world. He did it so fast, so quickly, so professionally that they think that he's also kind of like sword user of some sort. But this where, well, we go into a time skip until like the whole day kind of passing by. The whole day has been guys trying to pick fight with Issei, but Issei just kicks the shit at him without even trying. And then there's some of the girls that are trying to fight Issei, but mostly Laura or even what's it called, Luna deals with them pretty easily. While While Matsuri and Shibuya kind of just look over on the head right now, seeing some of the girls get their ass kicked. But also then she's Linda, yeah, I'm gonna call her Linsha. Linsha kind of just hugs Issei because, well, she hasn't hugged Issei since this morning, but yeah, which she's kind of annoyed for her sister and Luna to be hugging him 24/7, but yeah, which annoys her, but yeah. Since well, mostly the whole day has just been an event entirely. The guys now knows not to mess with Issei because Issei kicks the fuck out of all of them. While mostly, we then go into mostly Issei kind of seeing the other rest of the members. Which, mostly not rest of the members, just other people that tried to pick a fight with him. It was either girls or guys, which mostly the girls just got defeated by their own kind, thanks to, well, Issei dating them, but yeah. Well, mostly Issei dating, well, Luna and Laura, because they are quite fighters and they will not give up on any of this shit. They will beat the shit out of anyone daring to try to hurt their boyfriend. But yeah, which Issei does the same, but to pervert guys and idiot people that want to pick a fight with him. But yeah, we then go into mostly both of them, well, all three of them, or not three of them, all, well, six of them about to leave until Sona kind of asks Issei to stay at their school. The girls can leave, but they refuse to leave, which made Sona kind of worry about them. And just because she knows that mostly if she does anything to Issei, Laura is not hesitating 1 second to hurt her really fucking bad. Because Laura is not like Rias. She's not laid back, she is quite stern and quite stoic, like Sona when it comes to business. But when it comes to you trying to piss her off, it goes into a different way. She becomes more like an aggressive person, but yeah. This is where, well, right now we go into Issei and Sona's talking. Sona talks about how there's actually, what's it called, members of the church here at the school. Kind of afraid to talk with? Issei says, you, the devil, because clearly I'm not a devil myself. Now if you don't mind me with this stupid shit, I'm going home. That's where Sona says, wait, no, you are the kind of ruler of this territory. I am, but do I look like I want to talk to church members? They're not my problem. They never were my problem. Entirely, I just hate devils entirely. Because you devils try to incarnate people half the damn time without their own free will. Other than that, I'll be going then. This is where, well, Sanji appears saying, oh no you don't, dude, you cannot. A slash appears, this is where he falls out. He's coughing up blood. He says, don't touch me. Never touch me. Do you want to die next time we meet each other? Sanji says, no, of course not. He says, it's good, then shut up. This is where Issei walks over mostly Sanji and just goes up to mostly the other girls, and the other girls just start walking away, but yeah. So no switch up, but this is where the church members actually appear. They pass by mostly Issei, but Issei just didn't even give them a glance. Issei is a demon slayer. An entirely demon slayer court and the church doesn't really have a conference with each other. They don't hate each other and they don't like each other. So entirely it's a fucking neutral kind of just convenience. They just hunt demons, similar to that of church members, but yeah. So exorcist hunts demons, demon slayers hunt demons. Pretty much just a thing, but yeah. So of course they don't really seem to be bothered with each other. So of course when mostly Issei saw the church members, he didn't freak out, he didn't do anything. He just had a stoic look and kind of just nodded to the kind of exorcist while walking by. But this is where one of the exorcists pointed a sword towards mostly Laura, saying, hey devil, what are you doing there? This is where, well, mostly Issei kind of points his own kind of like hand that right now had a bit of energy saying, "Don't you dare touch my girlfriend." Now, if you do not mind me, you exorcists are supposed to be looking for the heiress of this town. She's in there, go talk to her. Other than that, if you're really trying to look for the actual owner of this place, you're right now facing him. I am not a devil myself, and would not care about being a devil. I am a Demon Slayer Court. I am part of the Demon Slayer Court. And you should already know about different territories of different Hashiras. And since I am the Hashira of the moon, tell me, what the hell do you people want? Because entirely, I know Sona would just be narrowing, asking questions and other shit. You just have to give me a straight up answer and I would care less about what you do. But if it hurts people, if it hurts humans, if it does anything to humans, if it kind of destroys their lives or anything bullcrap, I will hunt you all five of you down and kill you myself. Understand? This is where all kind of five nodded. This is where one of them lift up their kind of like mostly just hood, and she has bluish hair and greenish kind of highlights. Well, highlight. This is where she says, "How can I tell you're not a demon yourself?" Swinging the sword at me, and if I catch it and if it doesn't burn me, then you know I'm not a fucking demon. If it burns me, then I am a demon. This is where she does. This is where the other six, they tried to stop her, and when the sword clashed with Issei, it didn't even hurt him. Issei blocks with his hand, and it did cut him, but it didn't even burn him. Well, it left a little bruise. This is where Issei says, well, isn't that Excalibur supposed to destroy mostly all devils that come in contact? Why didn't it hurt me? Oh, right, I'm not a fucking devil, you idiot. This is where, well, making right now Zenobia widen her eyes. This is where Issei says, but since you wanted to attack me first, I'll show you something interesting. This is where he summons out, we'll see, his own sword, and right now use Moon Style. This is where he slashed at right now, with Zenobia. Zenobia's sword was cut down instantly, just cut into pieces. Issei says, next time you try to do something like that, stupid. I was joking, but truly, you're stupider than I expected. My name is Issei Hyodo. I am the Moon Hashira, and one of the first ranked at the Demon Slayer Corps. So just state your business here, so I can move on with my day. This is where, well, an orange-haired girl kind of says, Issei! This is where, well, Issei ignores her. Hello, anyone else who wants to tell me their business? One girl actually stepped in, and of course she kind of removed her hood down. She kind of had this lightish pinkish, well, not pinkish, kind of lightish, pinkish kind of hair, blondish, but yeah, with kind of like these orangey eyes, and she says, we're just here to kind of get the Excaliburs that were stolen from a fallen angel named Kokushibo. Kokushibo. Okay, great. That rogue son of a bitch wanted to go here. Why here of all places? You can get your Excaliburs. I do not really care on what you do and find those Excaliburs. But when it comes to a fallen angel cadre, fallen angel, I will have to step in. Because this is my town. And even if you don't want me to step in and this is only church matter business, whose territory are you fucking on in the fucking first place? Tell me. This is where, well, she kind of switches off and says, yours. So understand this. If Kokushibo dares to threaten the humans in this population, I will slaughter him without no care in the world. I will destroy the Excaliburs that he's collecting without a care in the world. Understand? Now, if you don't mind me, I'm trying to go home. That's where he grabs Luna from the kind of waist and says, and you're going to be my cuddle pillow for tonight. This is where almost Luna blushes and says, Issei, don't do this right in front of them. This is where Irina right now says, who is this right now whore? This is where, well, mostly Issei said, huh? Who are you calling a whore? She's my girlfriend, of course. Luna blushes right now, seeing how Issei's quite defensive of her, but yeah. Right now, Irina says, don't you remember who I am? It's me, Irina. Oh yeah, I remember you. You left without saying bye or even letting me know where your whereabouts. Yeah, thanks, Irina. You're a great friend for not contacting me over, let's see. You left when I was 7, so it's been over fucking 10 years. Good job, Irina. You didn't contact me over 10 years. Don't call my girlfriend a whore. She's there for a while. I've been dating her for a while, so never call her a whore. Understand? Issei's eyes are completely red and right now angry, enraged, and glaring at right now Irina. Irina right now squirms and kind of hides behind Zenobia and says, yes. Issei says, good. But then that, let's go. This is where mostly the other girls kind of walk behind Issei, kind of seeing how Issei's just holding on to Luna, but yeah. This is where Luna says, stop right now holding me like this. This is where Issei kind of nibbles on her neck, and this is where she's, stop! This is where mostly Issei says, why? We're not at the house. Don't you start doing this shit on me. Not in public, not again. Issei says, oh, come on, I know you like it. Shut up. Just go already, before you start nibbling on me again. This is where she slaps him. This is where Issei says, oh, why? I told you to stop already. Okay. Sheesh. I'll stop. But it tastes so delicious half the time. This is where Luna just scoffs and says, you're only saying that just because you want to be so annoying to me. Make me fluster. Well, it's not going to work. Then why can't I see your face? Shut up already. Let's just go. But yeah, they all go home. But yeah, back to mostly Issei's house, which we go into mostly a POV later onto mostly a happy Mika right now sitting on a desk, putting her legs on top of the table and having a very happy smile on her face, while looking at the other Hashiras. Hashiras is sweat dropping after seeing their leader and Asa get their ass kicked. Literally, a boot is up there so deep that they cannot say anything. They're right now constipated. But yeah, other than that, we go back into Issei. Issei is just going to sleep, kind of hugging Luna from the waist and just pulling her closer. But yeah, other than that, for right now, I'm going to leave it off here for part 6. I need to go. Other than that, bye. So yeah.